Why hello there beautiful people and welcome to OTT. In this drift tutorial we're going to be doing what can only be simply described as the single best drift setup that I have got on Project Cars. It's that simple. It's a true masterpiece, it's a glorious drift machine. Yeah, and in a moment you're going to see the setup. And yes, then we'll get onto track and I shall go through how I drift this wonderful car.
I was running and I told you once again. Let the beat drop. The sun was in front of me the whole time. I couldn't see.
Right, now you have applied those settings to your car, you want to jump onto track. As usual, I am using the BRNO circuit. Very good track, always recommend it. And yes, I really have had a chance to express my delight at finally having a boxer engine with quite a big turbo in Project Cars, which is lovely to have by now, so yes. Also, we'll just quickly say there are two versions of this car. There is the Scion and the Toyota version. Two very different versions. One's it's okay for drifting, but this one's much more pleasurable for drifting. So make sure you get the right one. You want the Scion with 500 brake horsepower, not the Toyota version. I'm going to jump in. We're going to get your info on screen there, and I'm sorry, I almost don't want to talk in this tutorial because the car just sounds so bloody gorgeous. Right. And away! Now the one thing you're going to need to keep in mind with this car, which is also I need to keep in mind, it's all based on the turbo. So when that turbo kicks in, you're just trying to balance in the power zone. But it is enjoyable, Jesus. Now, as a lot of people may already know, with these setups, I take a lot of time testing them, tweaking them, perfecting them. Now this one is seemingly quite close to stock setup, but it's got quite a few important changes, which just makes such a massive difference. Now, like I said, because it's quite a big turbo, most of your power comes in at the high revs. Sorry, just enjoying that. Comes in at the high revs, so that's where you're playing. So once you've got your throttle into that sort of zone and you've got the boost coming on, you just want to be balancing the throttle and you know, just having fun. Like there, just done the half Scandinavian flick into there, and I'm just balancing the throttle and the steering. It is one of the most enjoyable drift cars if you're a purist. If you're into just rear wheel drive, balancing that throttle like that, oh yes. When I said at the start of this video this is the best drift setup that I have for this game and it's a masterpiece, it truly is. I mean, even with me doing a commentary, it's just, I'm throwing it in nice and gentle, just balancing it on the throttle, playing with that boost, went a bit far so I eased off the throttle, recovered it. It's such a joy. I don't have to really explain any difficult techniques, it's just the usual drift techniques that you use, and just have fun. It's a really good fun car. I mean, now I'm just in third. I'm gonna go a bit of a wobble there, so just steady it up. Hey. It's such a glorious car. I mean, I'm being a bit too rough with it at the minute, like with the steering, chucking it in. You just want to be a bit gentle like that. And then you can always get it further with the throttle, and if it really gets desperate, just tap on the handbrake just a bit. So as I'm coming to this corner, I just throw the back end out and it will do the rest itself. I just need to balance that steering and the throttle. The car will inevitably always try and go sideways. That is what I've set it up to do. Of course, I mean, that's kind of an obvious statement to make, but right, I'm going to try and concentrate for this corner. Bit of a flick. Going a bit wide, tuck it in. Oh, it's glorious. Truly, I mean, with these project cars drift setups, I've always been kind of worried about them because it's not as easy to do as, like, say, Gran Turismo, for example, for drifting. So it kind of puts more pressure on me to make the best setup I can. And I think, as you can see quite clearly, I have succeeded. This is the single most amazing, astonishing, jaw-dropping setup that I have the pleasure to have on my console, and I'm glad to share it with you beautiful people. So we're throwing it in. The boost has just come on, so you just ease off the throttle because this corner's a bit of a bitch. Hey, see, caught it. There's something I've always had a problem with as a drifter. My one Achilles heel as a drifter is cambered corners. I can do them, but only if I do it very gently. It's always been a bit of an Achilles heel for me. But corners like this, on the other hand, chuck her in. It's a bit like flickering from the McLaren tutorial, except it's chuckering. I think it's like the Hogwarts class for gingers, or I don't know. I was gonna get comment. Concentrate, Baron. Oh shit! See, concentrate. As you can clearly see, it's a truly fantastic car. I am unbelievably proud of it. As you look at the tyres, the back left is a bit kaput, but it's fine. It's a glorious car. I hope you all enjoy it. And yes, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. For now, goodbye. Oh my god, this is seriously... this is pants wetting, jizzingly fucking amazing. It's just... I mean, if the Colonel at KFC could figure out this recipe and put it on his bucket of chicken... he would be even richer. The lucky bastard. Oh yes, and for those of you that were wondering, yes, I have been driving with a hard-on throughout this entire tutorial.